like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So, yeah.
Hello there and welcome to the Cryptcast with BridgeBrains. This is a podcast where we talk about whatever the hell is going on in our tombs and computers. And here we have ZehOverseer again.
Hey, I'm back!
Yay,
My
he's
throat
back.
hurts today.
Yay! Oh, it's so nice to have you back, Zeh.
It's nice to be back, Jay.
Jay, Mr. Jay. And here we have DoktorApplejuce, who you may have heard in Kisna Bridge and a few other things in the works. And
Hi, I eat paint.
he does. I saw him do it once. It was nice. And here we have IvanMan64 of Morning Ramen.
That is me. Wow, you even capitalized the M when you were pronouncing it.
Am I not
I'm
supposed
happy.
to?
You know, not a lot of people do that. I appreciate it when they do.
Wait, capitalize.
Yeah, I'd like to lodge a complaint on that front because I heard a capitalization on my J. There's no capitalization there.
Jeez.
I'm also sure I heard an I. You pronounce an I.
Yeah,
in Dr.
what the
Applejuice.
fuck?
An I.
Clearly, juice does not have an I in it.
Juice?
There's no
Juice.
I in Dr. Applejuice.
Or is it just
There's only me.
Apple Juice?
That legitimately blew my mind when you pointed that out. I had no idea. I'm
We've
still-
known each other for like 2 years.
I'm well aware, but I don't hold the fucking magnifying glass to your username every time I talk to you, Doc. Like I always just scope through your name. Oh, Dr. Applejuice. Like with the I, Juice. And then you point it out in a tweet. I'm like, what? No, you're fucking with me. And then I check out your username. I check out your fucking Twitter banner. I check out everything that I have you on, and I'm just either you're pulling an elaborate ruse, or I've just been blind for these 2 years.
Doc, if you were a Jew, would you be Dr. Applejew?
Actually, I can change my icon to match that.
God damn it.
Oh, I'm very afraid.
Okay, that's not gonna show up at all during this, but okay.
Jews beware.
I'll just message it to you so you can like throw it into the video.
God damn it. You're making me do
Change it as
things.
he said.
You're making me actually be active.
Stupid dog, you're making me gay.
Oh. So let's start off with some project updates. Zay, do you want to go first?
Guess what I'm working on?
What?
Ruby Abridged!
Wow! What? It's totally not like that's
Yeah.
your only work ever. Fuck.
Come on, I yeah. But
When is Nun Punch Man 2?
Yeah. Where is that? I'd actually like to see that actually. One day in my dreams.
anyway,
I don't know why.
it's, episode 8. That's the thing I'm working on right now. I know I told everybody at the end credits at episode 7 that you can expect it in 2 months, but that due date is coming up, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it. So free feed, just send me all your hate mail now.
You can do
Let's
it,
get it
and if
over
you
with.
can't do it, but we still love you. Yeah.
I do.
Oh, and he's also working on something with Nintles, but we're gonna keep that on the hush hush. On the hush hush.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Well,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
I forgot I was in that.
No spoiler questions.
Spoilers. And Doc, what you got going on?
I have a project called Abridgmental, which is sort of like I don't know, like a Robot Chicken-esque type setup where it's like a bunch of different skits. But I don't want to release 2 non-Fate projects in a row because that's primarily what my subscribers subscribed for. So I'm working on the next script for Fake Stay Night
Nice.
to hopefully catch up first.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, kill him.
I've also got episode 3 of Fake Zero in the works and a Grand Order parody.
Nice.
So yeah, subscribe to me and only me, none of these other
Yeah.
guys.
Yes, I approve of this.
Not gonna disagree.
If you guys can't,
I mean, if no one else is gonna do it, then
I don't know if any of you watching the podcast can't or listening to the podcast.
you don't watch a podcast,
you can,
idiot.
if there's visual.
I do sometimes.
What do you fucking drink steak?
Yes. My grandmother broke her jaw and now she drinks things through puree form.
So I'm very
You
sorry that happened to
inconsiderate
her.
ass.
I'm very sorry that happened to her. My grandma lost her jaw, so I relate.
God, things got a bit dark in here.
I mean, I had to learn sign language, so it kind of helped everyone at the end of the day.
I'm
but...
sorry that your grandmother lost her jaw. In my defense, my cock is rather girthy.
I don't see how that gives you any defense or leeway. But I'll take your word for it.
It's very short, but extremely girthy.
So anyway, if you're smelling this podcast,
Yes,
through the experimental smell-o-vision, yeah,
Snoopavision.
you'll be able to tell how many of us
Bro,
haven't
we
showered
should get
yet.
this on Snoop Vision next year. Remember when that was a thing?
Yeah, they made that for like a week or two.
Yeah,
I
because it
remember
was
that.
for like
That was fun.
April Fools, and then they had it go for like another week.
I remember that.
But anyways, if any of you from the watching or listening to the podcast and are coming from Discord, you may notice that ZehOverseer has his name set to subscribe to Dr. Applejuice.
As any good person
Yes.
should do.
Ye-
Any good American, good Canadian, good Brit. Not the New Zealanders, though. Fuck them.
right?
It's okay. I don't like Puerto Ricans, so
Yeah, they smell.
yeah.
Apologies to all of our Puerto Rican listeners.
This ain't gonna be viewable in
But
Puerto
just-
Rico.
Just take a shower for God's sake.
I get a message
Please.
from YouTube like this video is blocked in Puerto Rico.
Took a trip to Puerto Rico. Something we go.
Look, Ivan, did I ask you already what you got going on? No, I don't think I did.
No, you didn't, and I don't appreciate you kind of putting me on blast like that. But we can look past that. At the moment, I am simultaneously gathering lines and editing for my Danganronpa abridged parody. So that's coming along, which both you, JChip, and Doc have auditioned for, and I'm very
Yeah.
happy you both decided to do that. It's very nice of you.
Uh,
Doc is actually, spoiler alert so far, Doc is the only male to audition for a female role.
I did it as a joke. I
Oh.
figured that would. I figured you would.
No, you are literally the only person to do that. I even directly said, I'm not going to deny, intergender auditions or casting, but you are the only person to do it so far. And
Whenever I
if I'm
put
being
up a
honest-
female role for auditions and I explicitly state no male
males
VAs,
allowed.
I always get at least one.
I'm-
maybe you
I'm
should
just gonna
stop,
say
like-
it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool of you to do. But past that, on the other morning ramen spectrum, the second episode of Whack Lagoon, the Black
Oh,
Lagoon
dang.
parody that's been in the works. It's currently fighting copyright, actually. So we're trying to Funimation's, they're not giving us much of
Sorry.
any leeway.
I was gonna say send
So
that
we're-
over to
we're trying to-
BridgeBrains. We won 2 cases with
Cool.
Kisnaiver.
Yeah, well, we might just do that then. So when that's fully cleared, and when when Danganronpa's out of the way, then we can,
Naruto.
all the efforts are going to go to Naruto. Don't quote me on that.
I've missed
Thank
that
God
part.
I recorded for that next Naruto episode like almost 2 years ago now.
Damn.
Like it was just after Tiba.
It was. You're right. Well, episode 5 came out in like December of 20. It was January of 2017 is when it came out.
Was it?
And
Okay. A little later
feel
than I
like
was
it
thinking initially.
Yeah. But I forgot we were like background extras. We were like bridge workers.
Yeah.
And
if you need me to re-record because my audio back then was horrible, please let me know.
Oh, I think we will, but I think the episode for the most part it's been finished for like months. I want to say like 2-3 months, but just technical issues are just like kicking us in the ass. Like computers, like fucking MacBooks, especially the Kurtzu, current CEO of Apple. I can only think of Steve Jobs, but he's dead. For making your Macs so inefficient that they keep frying. And that is where all the data is stored for all the editing.
That's
of
why I
episode
go
6.
with Windows.
Putting all the responsibility for you on that.
Windows is superior.
Windows. But that's all I've got to say on that front.
And
Thank
I'll
you
see you
for
next
your time.
time.
I know. I don't want to be the guy who's constantly like everything out of my mouth is not serious, but honest to God, Ivan, when you first started and you said gathering lines, I thought you said gathering lions.
Well, that would be neat too.
You can
If I
never
had the
have
funds
too
for
many
that,
lions.
I don't know, for like a gag.
To extort my enemies.
Yeah. You'd have them in the backyard.
Threaten all other Black Lagoon abridgers. Not me.
Just gonna...
Not me. I helped Schuler, so you got to take that to heart.
Did you help Schuler with Black Lagoon? What?
Well, he asked me how I circumvented copyright, which I didn't do intentionally. I just told him I never got a copyright notice. It just went through
like that.
Well, how helpful of you.
I think I explained to him, but I think a big part of it was that your guys' scene is a lot longer than mine, so it has more footage for the bots to recognize.
We had a similar thing happen in what was it? The Hanamaru kindergarten shit we did on BridgeBrains. Yeah, we had a similar problem with that.
Man children?
There was one by Transforming Morphinger or something. I forget what his name was exactly, but he did a parody before, and it was actually really funny. But he used less footage for this one scene, and I guess when we uploaded the same scene, we just used like a few seconds more, and it got immediately blocked in every country. Now it's totally fine. But because we cut out just a couple seconds. A few seconds can save a whole parody. A few seconds can save a life for the day. Of an internet parody.
Always remember to wear a condom.
Well, that too. Unless you don't want to.
Use male birth control. No.
But yeah,
no.
Always wear Crocs.
Crocs are ugly. No, that's terrible.
Crocs with socks, to be precise.
Crocs are ugly.
Crocs with socks are comfy. Fuck you. They don't need to be pretty.
They are
just need to be
fashion statement of pure disgust.
If they aren't pretty, why am I gonna? If they aren't pretty, why am I gonna fuck it? Okay.
That is a good point.
I saw the turtle doing it, and it looked fun.
I saw that turtle fucking a croc.
Yeah, and it makes like this weird squeak. It goes.
Yeah.
Well, turtles just make weird sounds during
Oh.
sex in general.
Okay. We need to get into today's topic. Okay. Today's topic is about group abridging or collab groups for abridging, which all of us in this podcast are a part of an abridging group. Me and ZehOverseer in BridgeBrains, IvanMan in Morning Ramen, and Doc in Second Gear Squad. God damn it.
Doc sent me the video of the turtle having.
God damn it.
Just put a pin in it. Watch it after the thing.
No, of course. I'm not gonna.
Can you put that in shitpost?
Sorry to derail things.
That in the podcast somewhere. God damn! No, please no.
No, he's gonna at everyone again.
It has 6 million views. The description is Toby the tortoise gets randy.
Oh, this is a great way to start this topic.
Oh.
So, how do you get inspiration, right?
That's how.
I just take a quick look at my Crocs and that's all the motivation.
Do it for the Crocs. Hashtag do it for the Crocs.
I'll do it for them.
Do it for the Vine. Do it for the Vine. Oh, remember when Vine was a thing? It was dead. Now.
I do. That was fun.
Yeah.
Well, that's redundant to say. It was dead in the present.
So
Currently,
I'll ask Doc first. Doc, how's being part of a Second Gear Squad? What is your role in general, actually?
Actually, I'm not that super involved with it. It's just specific projects. And for the most part, I co-write, and in select few where I take a very strong interest, I am director of. Like, I've never edited for Second Gear Squad or anything beyond writing and directing and voicing. So I'm good friends with Otaku de Friku, who's kind of in charge of the channel, so to speak. And just he and I talk, and if we come up with an idea, we'll go, we should do that, and then we do. It's not like a business where it's like, okay, let's think of what's popular, what would get popular. We just go, this would be a cool idea, let's do that, and we do it.
Shots fucking fired.
No.
Oh man, hardcore, dude.
And like, if I'm not writing for Second Gear Squad, the other projects, like, I don't really focus too much on until they come out. I might watch them, but like, you know, things, for example, Pika Cheeks and Otaku might be working on a project together, and I'm not involved with it, and like, I don't have any stake in it, in that, like, I don't have any say in it, but I'm not too worried about it. They do their thing. You know, we're friends, and we do stuff that we want to do.
No.
If that makes any sense. If I'm not rambling like a fucking idiot.
Too. Like, there will be projects that we do where there's only like 2 members working on it together, or not even, just like a member and a cast member that are working on it, and the other members won't have really any say in it, but we'll just keep updated on the project to make sure it's like happening, whether it's happening or not, when it's going to be uploaded, how's the production going, stuff like that. Ivan, how's things with Morning Ramen?
I mean, as far as involvement-wise goes, I feel as if I'm comparative to how Doc was describing his situation with 2GS. I'm a bit more involved with the group. I'm more of a mainstay. Out of the main four, it is myself, Schuler, Whitmed, Keith, who has been absent for a decent amount of time, just catching up with school for the most part, and the Leaping Bass. As far as writing goes, the only real project we write as a unit that's been Naruto. We've already written like all the past scripts, all the future scripts we've laid out. That was all written between the four of us. There are more with the newer projects we're trying to run through, like Whack Lagoon, like the Danganronpa Abridged. That's more. Well, that was a knock.
Okay, we'll pause this.
Might have to hold on that for a hot second, if that's okay.
I need to drink some water, anyways.
Cuckoo.
Fuck. Yes. That's how I clear my throat.
Are you sure that was water? I thought it sounded like you took a shot and were like, that's good.
I think I need this to drink away the sorrow of being involved with BridgeBrains. Yeah. Okay, are you back?
It is a bit of a heavy burden, isn't it?
It's okay. Do you want to continue?
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, where was I? Where was I before that inexplicable interruption?
You brought up newer projects, Black Lagoon, and
as far as the newer projects trying to carry on with Whack Lagoon, with Danganronpa Abridged, that's written by the people who like the idea. What the fuck am I trying to say? The people who had the idea to make the series. So Whack Lagoon, that was all Schuler. All the writing, all the editing, well, the majority of the editing rather, that was all Schuler. Danganronpa was written by myself with slight help from Schuler, and actually Ezekiel from the Schmuck Squad, he helped just a teeny bit too. But and I plan to edit it all by myself with help if some are willing to offer, because this is my first like project that I'm editing all by myself. So, and as far as like writing, editing wise, that's all being handled by like the two of us. But as far as voices go, we try to include every other member of the group. So Whitmed as well, Leaping Bass as well. I'm in Whack Lagoon. All the other members are in Whack Lagoon. All the other members are in Danganronpa. And
is it Leaping Bass?
God damn it!
It's Leaping Bass. Yeah.
I've always read it as Leaping Bass.
No, it's
because I'm basic as fuck.
It's fine. The last project we actually like worked on as a unit, that was actually the Castlevania parody, Castlemania. And that was all literally written in a day. The entire thing was from concept to release was like a week.
I heard from Ivan Leroy that the bit where it's like, fuck you. Do you know a carpenter? That was someone's dad walked in.
That was Leaping Bass's dad. That was Leaping Dad. Yeah. Dude, that's the fourth death this week. What the? That was
worked out.
That was Sebastian's dad. It was fun. Oh yeah. So, I mean, I hear he was drunk at the time of recording, so that's what made him so easy to convince. But
like he read a script.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
No.
Wow.
He sat his dad down and directed him.
Oh, I thought he just came in and yelled that.
No.
And you guys were like, "Yeah, let's make this work."
No, that would have been hilarious, but no. We actually sat him down and he recorded some lines for us.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of envious of the idea of him just yelling something at Sebastian and us just including it in the video.
Do you know if he like
that
remembers that though? Like if it.
I remember Sebastian saying he showed him the video.
It wasn't very
and
impressed.
I think he said he didn't remember recording for it, and he wasn't
That
very
ain't me, I
impressed
swear.
with what he saw. No.
I'm not
From
in
what
this
I remember him
anime
telling
abridged anime thing. Oh, that's the best. A drunk
Sebastian's
hippie,
dad's a
that's the
fucking
best.
hippie, dude. Yeah, he's great.
Oh, so let's ask ZehOverseer, how do you feel about being in BridgeBrains? Careful about your words before I fire you.
Right. Well, I'd never heard of a lot of the shows that you guys want to abridge, so not much in the writing.
Right.
I comparative to your guys' software, I don't have the best in terms of like Vegas, so
I don't either.
editing is a little iffy. So I guess I help voice.
Yeah.
I
And
voice Susie.
Susie. I don't know if we revealed that or not, but yes, he does voice Susie. He voices
Is
best.
that really worth keeping a secret?
Not really. He voices best girl, in my opinion.
I did like help.
He voices Colin Kozuki.
What?
I
He
think
said he
Dog's
voices
just
best
putting
girl.
God damn it!
his own
Fuck off.
controversial opinion.
I did help add a few things. Add a few things to the episode 2 script, but I had to actually go searching for the source video for that.
Right.
Actually, adding on to that, like early days of 2GS, that was something that would happen. Like I'd help write things that I'd never seen before. Like Otaku had a fairy tale abridged that I used to help with, and I don't know anything about fairy tale. We just put on the show, and I'd make fun of it the entire time. And he'd take the things I'd say and write it down.
That's the best way.
That's the best way to do it, yeah.
I somewhat did that for Castlemania as well, because that Netflix show was all the rage at the time. I didn't see anything of it, but I believe Whitmed and Leaping Bass had, so like they're the ones who wanted to make it, and I was just you could argue at the same time what we made had nothing to do with the show. It was literally just us shitting out a script, and I guess in that sense you didn't really need to know anything about the source material.
Yeah. There will be times where we'll have a show that literally none of the members really know anything about except the one currently writing it. That's how it was with Little Witch, our main series, for a while, and then Nintles got more into it, and ZehOverseer, I'm trying to get him more into it. That started with episode 2, and Teddy, I think she likes it, but it's really hard to. It can be hard to write a series that you don't know anything about, but it makes it more of a challenge for like writing material, like what you can do with something you don't know about, just having your own interpretation of what it could be.
I find if you're going to write for something in a parody, it's best if the source material, you either love it or you hate it. If you're indifferent to it, then you're just not going to care, and that's going to come across to the audience. So, like, my recommendation for anyone watching that might want to get into abridging, pick something that you either love or you hate.
Really
and it can be surprisingly fun to do something with something you hate.
It's always good to
even if you do love something, you can still love a show and like point out how stupid it can be at times.
The good and
that's the fun of it.
Well,
that's
the
point of being a fan.
You love.
Yeah.
True. Like,
why do you think most comedians why do you think most stand-up comedians make fun of
to be,
like their main shtick is to make fun of their wife and children?
being one of those elitists, like, no, this show is
Man,
perfect in
kids suck.
every way. You can't go
I hate
into
'em.
abridging like that. You can't. It's not possible. And if it is, you're lying to yourself.
No.
Right.
You can't really,
Right.
You
you can't really have that mentality about like
That attitude into
anything.
anything.
Nothing is perfect except for women.
God
All women
damn
are
it.
perfect.
Right. Right.
Remember that,
Respect the
everybody.
women.
There's no woman can do any wrong.
Especially if she's white. I mean,
Right?
to any Tumblr users watching, that was what is called a joke.
I hate that we have to clarify that now. I
It's
hate that, like-
2018. You gotta clarify it, and even then, they won't accept it.
But it just kills jokes to me. I understand why you have to do it, but like, I don't know, just making a joke and then saying, "Hey, there's a joke. Don't get mad." Like that just takes the punch out of it so much for me. It's
There's gonna be a day where we have to make disclaimers for the disclaimers of abridged movies. for those kind of people.
Excuse me, why did you use white font? Are you trying to say something?
You used a black backdrop in front of white text. Is this 1953?
Why are the whites at the front, huh?
Why don't you like this direct?
I think we've spoken more about
Why is
race than
he-
abridging this entire podcast,
Yes,
I'm-
that's the only way to do a podcast.
which I'm fine with personally. These are issues that need to be addressed.
So, my stance on group abridging is that I'm gonna be on. I mentioned this before. I founded BridgeBrains, the channel that this podcast is on.
What?
What? I thought this was on Second Gear Squad.
You mean this isn't something witty entertainment? Oh, fuck, I'm out.
This isn't Team 4-Star?
Goodbye.
Are you not the real Yamato? Oh shit! The dog.
God damn it! He actually fucking.
Now he's there. He is.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
it's the,
It's a good thing I have powers.
it's the real Yamato's fix.
God damn it! I actually had to put him back in the call.
Ain't I a stinker?
Ain't I a stinker? But anyways, what my stance is that I found this group on my own because I wanted to collab with my friends on a certain series, and then it kind of divulged into more than just that series that I wanted to do with them. So I'm like, hey, I don't want to just do a little one collab project on my channel. Let's make a group.
Tight.
And that's how Little Witch came to be. And that's how Kisna Bridge got uploaded. That's how every other Nintles' work got uploaded. Like, most of the channel is his work. Like you would think Nintles owns the channel. But we did so because it wasn't doing so well on his channel because it got taken down by YouTube several times. And then I'm just like, yo, let's just host this on BridgeBrains, see how it goes over there. And now it's our most popular series because it's our only series. With Lil Witch though, I hope it gets like a really good reaction. Not that we're allowing people to react to our series.
Oh, fuck. Well,
Are you,
there's...
are you preventing that?
Delete.
Nah.
Delete.
Not really.
Sorry, I'm just deleting the footage of the reaction video I made.
I'm gonna report you to Area North.
Are you gonna react to this podcast? Oh, I like this Dr. Applejuice guy. He seems really funny.
You use the daycare one that I'm not even in, and just go, yeah, I like this Dr. Applejuice guy.
Like, you know what this video could use more of? More Dr. Applejuice. I should have had you in Man Children. God, I loved that video. But how that came to be is that I just had a one shot that I was working with Power Mad Otaku on once upon a time, like almost 2 years ago, and it just didn't happen because he had some shit going on. So I just thought, hey, I still have this script. We don't have an April Fool's video planned, or we did, but it didn't end up happening. So why not just do this? And it's my best work to date, to be honest.
I never brought this up to you, but I love the fact that you kept in the voice actor coughing, where he's like, "Yo, that's gross."
That was Cubicle that did that, actually. Yeah, Cubicle edited that shit to get, and it came to be because of him.
Also, excellent nab of Peo.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I get to promote myself again. Another voice actor that I was the first person to cast in an abridged parody.
Peo? No.
Suck it.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
I do like Peo.
Yeah. Peo, if you're watching this, I love you, baby.
But me more than them.
No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight that.
Only me. But I originally casted him as that character when I was first writing that, and then it had been over 2 years, and I'm like, "Yo, do you still want to be in this?" He's like, "Oh yeah, that." I forgot I was gonna be a little child with a manly ass voice, and it worked out perfectly.
Surprisingly.
No. Little child with man voice is only way. It is the only way to go about casting.
I mean, you've seen my series. I can't really disagree.
With a man voice of every character. So, anything else about group? So, any other input you guys want to have on group bridging stuff before I talk about the obvious in success of Team 4-Star and all those groups?
Honestly,
I feel like... Oh, you go first.
Well, I was just like, this isn't something big, but honestly, I was actually just thinking a few days ago of how BridgeBrains started, and we didn't treat this thing like a big like decision at all. We were just like, it just started out as like JChip like going to all of us and being like, "Hey, do you want in this thing?" And we were like, "Sure." And then he started this little chat on his Discord server, and we were like, "Okay, what do we call it?" And then we were just shooting out names and stuff. And like we got to BridgeBrains, and like this thing started out just so freaking casual, and now it's like this big thing for all of us. So
yeah,
we're fucking elite.
Makes you think about how like, if you want to start an abridged like thing with your friends, just do it. It doesn't have to start out with like, "Okay, guys, we need to take this seriously. We need to like figure out what our plan is. We gotta like," no. JJ was just like, "Hey guys, you want to make a thing? Sure, let's make." And we made the thing, and now it's super important to all of us.
Yeah, Nintles promotes BridgeBrains all the time on his channel whenever he can, and I like that about him. Is that it became a big part.
I like that about Z. Step up your game.
Damn.
ZehOverseer, step up your game, promote more.
Sell out. Sell your soul to the corporate machine.
Sell out even though we're not paying you because this is non-profit.
Do it.
Do it. Just do it.
Don't be gay.
be gay, but like
Unless you want
for BridgeBrains.
But that is exactly how it worked out, actually. Like, I can confirm. I literally just wanted to chill with my friends working on something. Because I'm, like, granted, I hadn't worked with a few of these people prior and to BridgeBrains, like some of the members. And then we just hit it off on working on one project, and then I'm like, yo, do you want to also be in this group? You're like, sure. And now we got a good thing working here. We have like 7 members that are some of them are more active than others, and that's fine. Like, as long as we're all like there for each other, that's gonna be a working stable. And yes, I said stable for the horse reason.
If you're gonna work on a group project, it's got to go 2 ways in order for it to work right. You either got to have like everyone involved, at least in the writing process, have equal say, and at that point, you want to have it be people that you know work well to get together.
Yeah.
And also, you want to keep the group small. Like, otherwise it gets to a too many cooks situation.
Yeah. Team 4-star.
Otherwise, you want one person to have creative control. Like, it's one person's project, and then other people help, sort of thing. Like, for example, stuff that Otaku and I work on. Right now we're working on a Soul Eater parody where it's an equal project.
I like Soul
And
Eater.
then with my Fate stuff, he helps write on that. I have creative lead on that, and he just helps. There are a couple things on his channel, like, for example, the fairy tale thing I mentioned. He has creative lead on that, and I just help. So it's one of those situations. Like, you either have to be person has to
like
take
that
lead.
Aspect of it. I like that kind of way about going it. That whenever I write a script for things that I want to put on BridgeBrains or my own channel, I always give each of the members a chance to put input to it by either giving them the editing permission on Google Docs, or give them allow them to comment on the document. So, and I can either approve it or disprove it. And most of the time, I don't have to disprove an idea, because each of our members are very creative. And that's what I like about it, is that we're all creative minds brains coming together. That's why the brain is in the thing.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Please explain.
Bridge is a shorter version of a bridge, and brains is our minds coming together.
Okay, but how do you cross water?
Shit, we didn't think of that.
Fuck. We're zombies. We don't think about this sort of stuff.
The whole channel's ruined.
That's another thing, is that, like, with BridgeBrains, we didn't even intend for it to turn into the whole horror aesthetic thing going on.
I didn't.
Yeah.
That was Nintles' idea,
Yeah.
I think.
Like, we were just spitballing ideas. And then Ninto's like, yo, that sounds like pretty horror, like brains.
Like your mom.
God damn it. You're right. But I like that it makes us unique, that we're going about it in a horror aesthetic way, instead of just like, yo,
It gives us our own identity to separate us from, like, the other abridged groups.
right. We're just not like, we're not just like Team Bridge, Team Abridging.
That That being said, we really need to start doing something with this aesthetic other than just having it.
Other than just
I'm very glad we
making the
that's a bit of a side note. I'm very glad myself and a lot of other like group abridging teams really left out the whole like team blank aesthetic.
Yeah.
Because that just really I believe at one point the name of the channel was going to be like Team Ninja Star, and I don't think anyone would have been able to take us seriously
No.
if we tried to stick with that name.
I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't have taken you seriously either.
Oh, I'm sure. No, I wouldn't blame you.
Morning ramen is just so much more professional.
Yeah.
I honestly agree. I honestly agree.
If you eat anything other than ramen, I call you frauds.
I think anything is a little more professional than Team Ninja Star.
But I looked at I was scrolling through YouTube looking up those kind of like team abridging channels cuz back when we were coming up with ideas, I wasn't trying to like steal anyone's idea, but like
Sure.
I was like,
We believe you.
but I was thinking of ways to be like more unique than that, and then I looked on the Abridging Wiki of all things,
Which, by the way, is still being worked on to be updated.
Yeah.
There wasn't even a. I added a Schmuck Squad page because there wasn't one. That's how
You're the-
out of date it was.
You're the one who added that?
Yeah.
He also made spoiler. Zay, I don't know if you know about this, but you have a wiki now.
What?
Does Extra VMon still have a wiki?
When did that happen?
I think so, but I
Doc
think
happened, that's
wasn't he
why.
the one who made his?
Oh, I made my own wiki page. I'm not gonna fucking shit on him for that.
Yeah, but at least you make stuff.
That's debatable at this point.
I made my own page. I'm not gonna deny that, but
I
like
made my
after I made
I
stuff.
made my own page too.
Can we take a quick moment to I'm sorry. I'm looking through VMon's wiki abridged page, and it looks like someone edited his trivia. Section
All of the trivia's edited.
No, but
Have you seen yours?
no. What?
Yours is like contrary to popular belief. He hasn't had anal sex with Whitmed yet.
No, I wrote that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but what got me is that the trivia section of his page was edited to be, it was spelled out to sound like Veemon's speech. So instead of trivia, it's Travier. That's what, so let's take a quick second to go through Extra Veemon's trivia page.
No.
Oh my
I'll take
God.
screenshots of this shit later.
The name Extra Veemon comes from the Digimon X Veemon. He took X and thought of words that could be misspelled and used X instead and respelled Veemon. Extra Veemon is a fan of Mel Brooks movies and wants to in the future make an abridged series inspired by his works but with a sports anime.
What?
Extra Veemon is a frequent convention goer. You may see him and not know who he is because he doesn't share his photos with everyone. Extra
It
Veemon
sounds like
hates...
actually something he would have written.
Extra Veemon hates other abridgers who make Digimon parodies.
That's actually true.
Extra Veemon is respectful of all religions except for Scientology. To Extra Veemon, it never matters how hard you try.
Keep that in mind.
Extra Veemon loves Wendy's fast food. And to finish it all off, Extra Veemon once offered a role in Aboriginal Monsters in exchange for oral sex, and no one ever saw her
What?
after that. Parentheses, allegedly.
What the fuck?
I know Ivan Leroy edited mine to say Dr. Applejuice is an abridger, giant man, and voice actor. And
Let
then
me
at the
see.
very end, he is best known as the creator of Fake Stay Night and for winning the Sprite All-Star Slam Dunk Contest in 2007 with a spicy 360 windmill jam. The crowd went fucking nuts, I swear.
Yeah, there it all is. How's
Abridging
mine?
Wiki
I haven't checked
is
mine in a hot
very
minute.
professional.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I need to update that photo. Holy shit.
Remember, kids, don't trust Wikipedia. Only trust Wikia.
Most people
Apparently,
who personally know
Abridged
Ivan
Ruby
know
Rose
he has
also has a page on the Universe of Smash Bros. LOL
What?
wiki.
What? Why?
She's she's friends with Abridged Goku, Abridged Weiss-Schnee, Abridged Blake Belladonna, Abridged Yang Xiaolong, Ruby Rose, her original counterpart, and Abridged Foxy.
Fuck?
Her enemies are Abridged Roman Torchwick, Abridged Springtrap, and Abridged
What the
Frieza.
fuck?
Not bad, dude.
That should be a no. On everything.
Despite him being a part of Morning Ramen, Naruto is not actually Ivan's favorite anime. That role is filled by High School DxD. If I remember correctly, I put a hyperlink to High School DxD that leads to meatspin.com.
What?
It is. I'm hovering over it, and the drop-down link says meetspin.fr.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's correct. Then.
What?
Yeah.
If you ever shout the phrase "Granddad" in front of Ivan, you will immediately. If you ever shout the phrase "Granddad" in front of Ivan, he will immediately be forced by his subconscious to follow that by yelling "Flintstones!" What is that? Can you explain that?
Oh, you haven't seen that clip? Hold on.
No.
Hold on. This can be something else we overlay.
Make more editing for me, thank you.
It was a clip from a Vinesauce stream, I believe.
Granddad!
Whipmed got a sweet-looking booty. He my hot boy feet.
Why?
And this is trivia?
Yeah.
Whipmed is gay, actually.
Look at the categories for Whipmed.
Let's see.
I'm not gonna read it out. Just read them.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah. I remember this now. LGBT abridger, nice.
No, the next one over.
I know. No, I'm not gonna say it either.
God damn it.
Can this whole podcast just be dedicated to the?
Hell yeah!
Oh, I know. Charlie is beautiful.
Oh, Charleston.
It was edited by. It was edited by Bell Warrior.
Oh,
in his trivia, he's roughly 96 big boys.
What?
Charleston Vino is a VA writer and editor, known mostly for his collaborations with Bell Warrior.
He likes several sports teams and hating himself. His mother is proud of him.
And there's an empty bullet hole right below that.
And with memeing is a crying.
Oh. Who else?
No,
Let's see Leroy's.
I edited his at one point, but he changed it back.
Lame.
Oh, lame.
That's a bit lame.
I put in like he's best known as like the spell checker for President Trump's tweets, something like that.
Leroy is a former improv artist in Santa. Oh, that's real. Ivan has competed at a pro amateur level. That's real too. These are lame.
Yeah, no,
Oh. So Wiki is a very professional place. You should go check. Should I put a fucking link to the Abridged Wiki for no one that knows about it? Hell yeah!
Oh yeah, sure. In like the description,
and I'll be a sellout and put the link to the BridgeBrains Wiki.
Someone edited your profile 4 days ago, Doc.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh,
that's why it says Dr. Applejuice right underneath.
If I remember correctly, I think I made my profile Nick A the VA because I didn't want people to know that it was me editing their
Why? Why did you go with Nick?
It was funny.
Oh, we're just having a ton of shout-outs today.
Oh, Ivan Leroy, look at the categories.
Why? So they're just scrolling through Wikia right now to the Abridged Wiki.
Why?
Doc, you're dying over there, Jesus.
Why is this a category?
Doc, you're dying over there, Jesus.
I want to know who made that a thing.
Fuck, why did I even mute?
I'm sorry for derailing the podcast.
Okay. It's okay.
Our rails were made of toothpicks anyway.
Yeah. Like, we never stay on topic for a long period of time. It just divulges into randomness. But that's fun. That's why we have a casual podcast like this. Fuck. Ivan, come back. I want to actually get into the other topic. What? Are you okay, Doc, now?
Yeah.
Just closes all the tabs.
We'll leave some open at least.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I apologize. I did dip out for another quick second. This is unprofessional of me.
It's okay. I may cut.
We had a laugh.
I may cut. I may not. We'll see. But, anyways, our next topic is gonna be about the elephant in the room of group abridgers. Team 4-star. They're not even Team 4-star anymore. They're like their own fucking company. That
Were they ever like 4 members?
I think originally they were.
Was that what the 4 came from?
No, the 4 was meant to represent the 4-star Dragon Ball.
That's what I was thinking, because
Well,
like the
yeah.
4-star Dragon Ball is like the
Well,
most
yeah, but there's like
Dragon
7
Ball
of them
in-
total.
Well, yeah, but it was meant to, well, because the 4-star ball is the most important out of the show. It's, you know.
Oh, okay. I
it's
don't
like-
know Dragon Ball lore.
Well, the 4-star ball is the one that's linked to Goku, essentially. It was
Okay.
owned by his grandfather.
The point is that they started off really small, and then they just turned into like this company of an bridging. It just shows that dedication takes much of it, but like they became bigger than they ever thought they would be. Like no one thought internet anime parodies would take off like that. No one.
They were kind of like a fluke. They were an exception to the rule, if anything.
Yeah. Like they made it work for them, and they can be questionable at times about their works. And I get everyone's feelings on them, whether they be good or bad. But I just want to talk about like how can one group be as how can another group be as successful or get to that level? Not in like the corporate sense, like where they become their own company, but like a very well-known group. Smug Squad have made it work. They recently crossed over 100,000 subscribers.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like, I never thought they would. I wanted them to, but I never thought they would.
To preface that, I was not laughing at the subscriber goal they've met. I was sent a DM.
God damn it.
And upon reading the preview of the DM is what made me chuckle.
Okay. Are you and Doc just DMing each other and fucking?
A little bit, maybe.
But
I don't think any group is ever going to achieve the success that Team 4-Star did. They were a fluke. They're at like what 3 million subscribers, and no one else has ever crossed 1 million.
Like that, like grow the way they did. They don't have to have the exact numbers. They don't have to have the exact backing behind them as a company. They just gain in popularity. Like there are several channels that have shit ton of subscribers that don't even watch their shit. Like that's what's called an inactive account or bots sometimes. But unfortunately, that's exactly
big way to do that is as an abridger. Unfortunately, pick the newest hot anime and abridge it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
I was going to say, be funny.
Yeah, that unfortunately only gets you so far, as far as subscriber goes. Personally, I'd rather be funny than popular. Like I'd rather the people that watch my stuff really enjoy it than have a huge number of people watching it and kind of enjoying it. You know,
like I don't care too much for numbers or popularity, but like I still want people to like watch our shit and like it. Not everyone's gonna like our stuff. I get that, but like I want our projects to be out there for the world to see, you know. And recently, with Kimono Friends Abridged by Nintles, which is an associated project of BridgeBrains, it's got international reach now in Japan and Korea, and because of Nico Nico Doga, or whatever that site was. But we've got international reach now, and we got international people coming into this server now, the BridgeBrains server, because of that series. And that's what I care about, is like it being reached out to people of that will enjoy it. You feel me? Like, yeah. It's all about your passion for it, even if you hate the series. If you hate the material or you love the material, you still gotta have passion for what you're doing.
Yo, don't be taking my words. I got the best words.
Best words.
Well, I mean, Doc said using a popular series in order to abridge to help gain popularity. Team 4-Star abridges Dragon Ball Z, which is like the top, one of the top 3 most popular animes of all time.
Yep.
But they started back quick. I'm not sure, like maybe a year after Lil Karibo started with Yu-Gi-Oh, and like that's when abridging was brand new. So like Dragon Ball Z hadn't been taken yet.
I know HBI 2K.
But nowadays, anytime a new anime comes out, there's going to be an abridge of it like the next week.
Dude,
I just went on Casting Call Club today to look for new projects to audition for. There's like 3 My Hero Academia abridges. Like, guys, come on. You're beating it to death. Dude, it's already dead. Just stop shooting.
There are some good ones, like by fucking Something Witty that does a really good one. But
they haven't released
the series is gonna turn into like it's turning into another Soul Eater abridge. It's gonna become a thing like that.
I think this is more abundant, really. I've seen a lot more My Hero parodies than Soul Eater.
Well, yeah,
parodies.
now because everyone realized that.
I honestly can name 2 Soul Eater parodies, and they're both one shots.
I can name two too, actually. There's the Big Boy, like the one that I've seen. I think that the majority of people have seen by like the C Team, I believe they were called.
Oh,
and
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, then.
Oh.
What was the other one? It was made by Studio Atlas or something Atlas, and I kind of like the concept of it because they had shippage or something. No. Yara Sheehan. Yara Sheehan's one had shippage in it. I fucking love shippage, so technically I've seen 3.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I've seen, and then Purple Eyes is.
That was for Tiba. I remember that, and they won like the audience award, didn't they?
They got like 4th place on the audience award, something like that.
They didn't get. What was number 1 on the audience thing then?
Log Horizon.
Oh, right.
By another group abridging thing, Fat Dog Studio.
Who was I thinking? Who did they have in the other Atlas? Oh, that was Elka-chan. When Elka-chan like voice acted, I forgot.
That's another thing.
Elka-chan was kind of cool.
Is that a lot of groups got created right after Tiba happened, and that made me like kind of happy that this small event
Small
event didn't happen ever again after that, is the thing I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But,
I placed 6th, by the way. Top 10. Woot.
Yeah.
He did. I saw. I was there.
I did not deserve 6th place, but hey, I'll take it.
What was your video again, Doc? I'm sorry.
Dumb Justice.
Oh, duh. Yeah, of course. Dumb Justice.
What are you, dumb?
I guess I am now. And who else did I know that placed? Leroy placed with a thing.
Yeah, the
Bridge
11
Inazuma 11. Yes, that was it. Who else? The Schmucks placed with Yu Yu Hakusho. I remember that.
They got like
Yeah, they were
3rd.
number 2, right?
No,
Was
they were
it?
3rd.
Oh.
Number 2 was Hawk.
Number 2 was Hawk. Yeah, that was the one.
Oh,
that
right.
the
Evangelion one.
Yeah.
And then number 1 was Star Wreck, which
Wreck.
was just
I
don't get it.
I didn't get it. Yeah.
It was like it was like almost nothing but sex jokes.
It was very safe. It felt like.
Right.
I remember a lot of people getting mad at Hawk. Well, not necessarily mad, but they were just like they just kind of dismissed Hawk's entry in general just because of that like ending sequence where like he addressed depression and shit. Like,
see, I heard people there were fans of Evangelion that were mad at him for like making it happy.
What?
Oh, really? That I didn't even hear. I never heard of that.
And then some people said that he ripped off Eagle, which I don't see, just because Eagle made an Evangelion rap. So like people are like, "Oh, you made a song using Evangelion. Clearly that's a ripoff." I don't know. People are weird.
But what I was talking about is that like so many groups got created from this Tiba event, and then a whole server of bridgers got created. Abcom, now Ablo. That happened. Like
Abcom was a thing
No.
before Tiba, wasn't it?
It was like, from what I understand, it was Bridge Forums was before, but Abcom, the server, was like while Tiba was still going.
No, you are correct.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. It's
yeah.
been a while.
But that just made me like really happy that so many people came out of this competition actually wanting to produce content. And well, not that it's some people don't say that it's original content, but it's content. And so, right?
It's original. None of it's original.
But so many groups came out of it like, hey, we should just continue this. Like, continue doing this. But then there's like so many groups or collaborations that went into that competition and didn't do anything afterward. They just quit. or didn't pursue abridging or anything in general.
Did the people behind Star Wreck do anything? I haven't really heard anything from them.
That's they made or they
Titan, I think.
they
Slap on Titan.
No,
Is that
didn't
them?
they
I don't
stop that or no? I think they picked it back
I
up
don't
again
think it was
after
Slap
Tiba. Like they had quit and then they came back to it
Mm.
after Tiba. I think, unless I'm getting my info wrong.
And that just made me like really kind of sad that people just gave up on it. Like, we'll never be like what those big abridgers are. Like, anime sucks. Like,
I think it's more like they gave it a stab and ended up not enjoying it. So, like props for actually trying.
It's good to try
before
something
writing
that
it
you're
off.
not really, comfortable with, or that you just haven't ever done. Like, I didn't really think I would be getting into abridging at all, but like I did, and I created this whole group. We never entered Tiba. I wanted to with Nintles, but we never got to because he
wasn't Nintles part of it.
That's exactly
entry?
why me and him didn't get to work together. Had I found Cubicle though before, we probably would have worked on something. Because he was around, but around then. But
And I didn't enter, and I didn't enter Tiba because I was like, there's no way I'll be able to make a full parody in 3 months. I'm terrible with deadlines.
yeah, it was actually 1 month.
It was 1 month.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, wow. That
made a
further
whole
explains
fucking.
why I didn't do it.
You
Well,
made
now
a
you'll
whole
be prepared
episode in
for-
2 weeks, bro. I think you could have done it.
That was a one-time thing.
Well, just now you'll be prepared for Tiba 2. Tuba.
There's not going to be a Tiba 2.
Probably not, no.
Yeah, but what about Biba 2?
Oh, yeah, Biba.
It's going to be a Tiba
Which
2.
I won first place on.
Oh, Biba had
Oh,
a
yeah.
conclusion.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Oh, Biba was a spin-off, an official spin-off of Tiba, solely based on
What the
projects
fuck?
involving the Bee movie. I
You-
totally
you've
forgot
never heard
about
of
Biba.
Biba?
No, world famous
famous.
Biba.
God damn it. Fuck off with
What a
the
blast from
memes.
the past.
She once buzzed me.
God,
I don't remember.
That
why
was my
Biba-
entry.
God
That was
damn it.
my entry.
But yeah, I wanted to do something with Nintles, but he helped someone else with it, and I'm like, that's fine. And then, literally a year later, or a few months later, I don't know, is BridgeBrains came to be, I guess. And now, if Atiba were to happen again, which it won't, BridgeBrains would be prepared. Because we have a horse, and his name is Cubicle.
Honestly, I just feel sorry for Team 4
No,
Star.
we
having
have
to
a
sit
Hulk.
through all those. I saw some team entries and they were Team 4 Star had to sit through that.
There were a bunch of entries
Oh,
that I thought
geez.
deserved to be in the top 30 that didn't.
There are some entries that were in the top 30 that
There
I
are some
thought
entries
did
that
not.
I thought shouldn't
Yeah.
exist. But you know.
I remember there was this one entry that like everybody like unanimously was just like didn't like it, and even Team 4 Star themselves like thought like, how the hell did this get in here?
Yeah, in the top 30?
Yeah, I forget which one it was. I just
I
remember
know which one it is,
was
but I'm
this
not
big
going to call it
crossover
out
thing?
publicly.
Well, DM it to me. I genuinely don't know which one it is, if that's okay.
It's like this big supposed to be like
That's starting to sound familiar.
like
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, yeah. No, now I remember.
There is also.
Thank you,
Hold on, I'm gonna try and find it.
Anyways, we're trying not to, or I don't know if we're trying, but
Hatecast.
we're not aiming to make a
Hatecast.
new hate cast. So
Let's hate on every bridge.
I forgot about Hatecast too. Oh my god.
Abridging Steve.
Yeah.
Did he?
I remember Vemon had a Tiba entry. That one I liked. Yeah, he did. He made one with I forgot who he collabed with, but he collabed with like another group,
no.
and they made it Italia abridged. What do you mean? What, Doc? Have you not heard of this?
No, I have.
So
Perp.
Got it. It was.
What?
oh.
I'll put up something for it.
Here it is.
Make me do more editing.
No, don't put it up. Don't send people to like, hey, everybody watch this garbage.
I love doing that.
Yeah,
though.
just maybe cut out the name drop in
Yeah, I did.
final version.
Yeah.
That was my mistake. See, this is why an edited environment is preferred.
That's exactly why I don't live stream these.
Shit. Oh, to be fair, we did name drop him through his Abridged Wiki page.
Yeah, I don't want to edit that much, so if it happened, it happened. It happened. But the message of the day should be respect thy craft and don't take abridging seriously. Please.
No,
What?
please don't.
It's a hobby.
Please don't. It's
don't.
don't be afraid to put in jokes in your parodies. That's the point of them.
Yeah, and fucking change something about him.
Yeah, that's also important. Like, don't just make a fandom with a couple of PP jokes.
Yes, please.
Just
Please,
saying the
other
word
research
penis is
and
not a
stop
joke.
doing that.
FYI.
That's exactly why I hate my
I mean, to
old
me it
shit,
is,
is
but-
that I was one of those people, and I try to refrain from being a fan dubber bridger. I hate that.
We scoped through JChippers' old videos, and he just uploaded the entire English dub of the anime and then we just hear him interject with one word.
Penis.
Through his fucking phone.
You know
mic.
what? That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do on April Fools. Is I'm gonna take an English dub and just like overdub a couple lines with penis.
Do it. We'll use this fucking podcast as a reason for you to do it. Because if you don't, people will be mad. Like, were you afraid, Doc? Are you afraid? Hey, we're zombies. Get it right.
That's another topic. Let's talk about the 2016 Ghostbusters.
God damn it. No. No.
Well,
This isn't our movie podcast, which may or may not be coming soon.
All right, fair.
may or may not.
I dig it.
Yeah.
This may or may not be real.
Are we real? Is BridgeBrains real?
Well, we can't be real
Is
if our
Doc
eyes
really a
aren't real.
girl?
I hope so.
I really hope so. That takes a lot of really good filtering.
I hope he's Latina and an artist too.
Hell yeah. Doc, can you confirm? Or are you gonna?
Yes.
Are you a trap?
I think you mean C.
My biggest role in any parody is as a trap, so
God damn it.
I think that speaks for itself.
You're right.
Use words like trap.
Trap? I don't like how you use that word trap.
What is this?
I think we
Ivan?
need a disclaimer for you saying that word in front of your disclaimer.
Hey, Ivan,
Yeah, what's good?
have you ever voiced a girl character in a parody? Because if you have, that means every single person on this.
No,
podcast.
he has. He and I play.
Oh
the
shit! I
twins
did.
in Love Pre
Love
recording.
Oh,
Pre.
God
Yeah, I
damn
totally
it, you're
forgot about
right.
Love Pre.
We did a duet. It was
We
beautiful.
did. And I was horribly auto-tuned.
So
That was
was I.
beautiful. I
But
loved
even when I
that.
spoke,
So that means every single person on this podcast is voices a girl
Hell
character.
yeah.
I totally forgot about Love Pre. Holy shit! I was gonna say I was supposed to. I sent lines to Earl of Basington because he wanted to do a Neo Yokio parody, and I was gonna voice his mom.
Teddy, you're finally here.
Yeah.
As we're ending the podcast.
Yeah,
It's good.
but I made it.
Well, she's just in time to give her
Sure, it
take
was
on
at
the.
end, but-
Teddy.
She's right on time to give her take for the 2016.
God
Ghostbusters.
damn it. No.
Right?
No. Teddy, do you have any words about being in or a fan of group abridging? I don't know.
What?
We're talking about.
I don't know.
We're-
We've
What is
lost
it?
all semblance of organization
Yeah.
in this podcast. Just say something.
Was it
Species apple.
something?
Yeah.
Bush did not.
God damn. You're cutting out real bad though.
Oh, man.
Like,
I.
Oh yes, you
yeah,
are actually.
So thank you for being on the podcast for like the last few seconds. Jesus.
Autobots, roll out.
Yeah, I thought I was auto-tuned, dude. Shit.
I clearly felt too much fan voice.
God damn it.
Let's play a love game. Let's play a love game. Do you want love or do you want fame?
Because nobody wants to see whatever my name, Sarah, no more. They want they want Sarah. I'm chopped liver.
God
Fuck.
damn it. I made that fucking mashup, by the way, that you guys sang.
Yes, you
I
did. I
did.
forgot about that. You mashed up the
I
song.
did with a
What a neat little
And Schuler auto-tuned
yeah.
us.
Yes, he
dude,
did.
That thing was a whole fucking thing of collaboration.
What a neat little knot to tie at the very end of this podcast.
Yes,
That's-
go
that's
watch
still
Without
my favorite.
Love and all my mashups ever. that's the
That's
end
Yeah,
message.
That's still to this day my favorite thing I've ever voiced in.
Really.
I'm sorry, Z. I'm sorry, but Port has been taken over. He's
I
still
mean,
a very close second, though. I
I
swear.
swear. I swear.
as fun as that was. I still have a definite favorite so
What?
far. Oh, the role I had in Rebel House is a Bungo Stray Dogs Abridged. I was Kunikita and I yelled a lot. And that was fun. That's still I feel like my audio quality has definitely gotten better, but out of like the majority of the work I've done, that is like the cleanest I've ever sounded. And I
Nice.
love it.
Let's make this
so
another
much.
topic. Zay, who was your favorite character to voice?
In what?
Anything.
This was a long ass time ago, but my first Halloween special, I remember having a ton of fun voicing Penny in the flashback,
I love your Penny so much.
which you'll hear her again in the season finale coming up after episode 8.
I see how it is. I guess I'm just writing out that assassin.
I forgot you were an assassin.
I am assassin.
Also in my parody.
We are all assassin.
No. Oh, shut up, Greg.
Teddy,
shit.
since you're here, why don't you tell us what your favorite role was in an abridgment?
Well, in abridgment, it
Was it someone Jackie?
it's probably because I'm actually not in a lot of abridged stuff.
Fair enough.
I'm in more fan dubs than
Fair enough.
abridged. Then again, Was Kiss an Abridged really an Abridged, or was it a fan dub?
you
The
got
world
us!
may never know.
You got us! Fuck. Doc said the same thing.
I mean, you didn't have to out me in
but
public.
hey, we're working on it, okay? We are though. And
Oh man.
I don't
robot voices is great.
No, it's okay. She's just having a stroke.
We need to find
I need a tech support.
Who are you gonna call?
Tech support.
Oh,
Do you think tech support knows anything about Discord?
No.
I would hope they know more about Granddad
God
personally.
damn it. But my favorite role that I've ever played is Miyabi in my series, Absolute Duo Bridge, because I literally had a voice for her that quit on me, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'll do whatever I want with this character.
Tired of all these women disrespecting me, treating me like garbage.
But I literally just took that role and did whatever I wanted with it. And ZehOverseer told me that's the only voice he knows of that character.
Yeah, because I haven't seen the original series,
Good.
dub or
Don't.
sub. So
It's
when
crap.
when I see Miyabi, you're what I think of.
Good. Don't. Absolute Duo is shit.
Damn.
I hate.
Actually, now that I think about it, one voice I'm doing currently, what I've recorded for Monokuma, for the Danganronpa parody. That's when I do have to re-record some lines, but like I feel as if it comes out the way I want it to, that might take over as my favorite, because I just like he just like has a lot of energy to him, and he's like wacky. I love wacky characters, so that might take over personally.
I like doing thug characters too, because that takes me out of my element of being the tough guy. And I wish I did that voice more though, like a thug kind of voice.
To be fair, whenever I hear Yang like talking and I hear Barbara Dunkelman, I'm just like, this is wrong. This is wrong.
God damn.
Hey, I just ate a spider.
Like, hey, I just ate a spider. Like, no. So it's getting to that time of an hour and a half of podcast. And so let's end it here. Any lasting words for the people?
Subscribe to Dr. Applejuice.
God damn it.
Follow at Ivan64 on Twitter.
Not even your YouTube?
Subscribe to Dr.
I believe that's robot for follow at Ivan64 on Twitter.
And as my name says, sub to Dr. Applejuice.
Yeah.
Also do that. Yeah. Be sure to do
Unsubscribe from BridgeBrains. If you're watching. Please.
Yes, please.
Unsubscribe from life.
Sure.
I actually heard
that
that
message I
that
don't support.
unsubscribe
I
from
heard
life.
something about life and just I'm like, end it? What?
Be sure to look up
Teddy, please. It was nice to have you in the last few seconds though.
be sure to watch the video of the turtle
God
having
damn
sex with
it.
a croc in the description below.
But yes, thank you, and we'll see you guys next episode of Cryptcast. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye.
We're not unreasonable. I mean, no one's gonna eat your eyes. All we wanna do is eat your brains. We're at an impasse here. Maybe we should compromise. If you open up the door, we'll all come inside and eat your brain.